Welcome, darling little cows, to the glory of God. This is a day in the life video. I was like, what are we doing? I don't even remember. Okay, today is Tuesday, November 10th, and we have had a busy couple of days. Sunday, we don't do chores, so our house gets a mess on Sunday. Not a terrible mess, but just there's dishes and stuff that need to be caught up on Monday. But yesterday, we went to take Mark to, visit Mark's parents in, that way, Gouldsboro area. So like 2.5 hours from here. So that means we had to get up in the morning, grab all our stuff, and get on the road. So stuff didn't get done here yesterday either. So it is now 7:20. We are sitting down to breakfast. Mark does not eat breakfast. I sometimes do, sometimes don't. Kind of intermittent fasting, but I'm also feeding Malachi, who is just over a year old. And so my body needs to still produce milk. So we'll see. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. So we have coffee going. We have a roast going for dinner tonight with onions and carrots. We have some chicken leg quarters that were in the fridge that I needed to cook up that will be made into soup, but right now they're just going to bake. I've got some dishes. You can see I did get some dishes done before we left yesterday morning, but it was hard. So let me show you. We've got laundry. We're going to be real with y'all today. That's laundry. We have more laundry. All of this laundry is clean, but it's still laundry. Plus, there's probably a basket worth in each bedroom. We have not folded laundry since Wednesday or something because we've had some other stuff going on, and it has been beautiful here in Maine. So while it's beautiful, we're enjoying as much time as we can outside, and there will be time to fold laundry later. Everybody has clean clothes, so it's not like we're putting on dirty clothes. It's just not folded yet. We know where to find it. So out here, we have children eating.
Yeah. And that one.
What are you eating?
Chocolate water and build.
What do you have?
It's okay.
Oatmeal? Is that what you think? You said chocolate oatmeal. That's what you said. What do you eat?
Chocolate oatmeal.
Looks like you ate it all.
Yep.
So Naomi made us chocolate oatmeal this morning. Some of the kids are eating peanut butter on top. Some of the kids are eating coconut on top.
I like coconut.
So we're going to turn off the video right now, sit down and read Bible, which is what we do at the breakfast table. We're in Judges.
Judges 16. Samson and Delilah.
Samson and Delilah, that's our story today. Sometimes we just read through it, sometimes we talk about it, or it comes to other discussions during the day. Breakfast time is also where we sometimes discuss news stories, whether that be politics or whether that be something that's happened in the area recently, a car accident or something that's going on, things the kids need to know about what's going on for today. So you're gonna follow us through the day. I have to take Malachi to a doctor's appointment late morning, and Josiah has occupational therapy on the computer later today,
Because
right?
of my left hand.
Yeah, for your hand, right?
We'll work on that.
So come back and see us what we're doing after breakfast. Hey guys, so it is 8:35 and we have had our breakfast. We read our Samson and Delilah story and talked about it a little bit. What else did we do? We made sure everyone got their medicine. Did you get your medicine? Asking the camera guy. Okay. We washed dishes, cleaned off the table, got laundry started, emptied trash cans. The kids got some rags and scrubbed the floor after it got, like the kitchen floor after it got swept, right?
Yeah.
Did that. They did their extra math, which is math facts that they do on the computer every day for Josiah and Abigail. And actually Samuel and Naomi both do those also. Josiah and Abigail both read their alphaphonics, their reading lessons. So what did you learn today? Do you remember what letters you learned today?
G's.
N.
Ang.
N-G. So ang, hang, right?
Lang.
Lang, ing.
I made
And
cake for
Josiah, what did you
Mommy.
do for reading today?
Malachi.
Well, I learned how to climb. What you doing here, baby?
Abigail, can you put the little chair away so we can't find it?
You forget, man. These guys are good at forgetting stuff.
So he was reading sentences today. So he's doing good. He also learned that MP, so like lamp, and TCH, like ditch. So we are about to sit down and do our school together, which I do with the 3-year-old, the 5-year-old, the 8-year-old, and the 10-year-old. I've done a video on how we do our morning basket time. So this is kind of where we sit. We have a nice bank of windows here in our living room, and the sun comes in this side of the house at this time of day. So we sit here so we can enjoy the sun, right? So we're going to do that, and we'll be back in a little bit. Tell him what?
What I made for you.
Oh, he made me a picture.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not it. He was writing letters.
Yeah.
And he knows how to write his name, right?
Yeah.
What's he say?
U-R-I-A-H.
Yes, Uriah's learning to write his name, and he actually does a little bit of alphaphonics too, just learning 2-letter words.
And I made
Right?
something on the back.
What is it?
It, I don't know.
You don't know? I think it looks like a dinosaur.
Yeah, it is.
It's a dinosaur. Well, he's super cute, just like you. And you still have chocolate on your face from our
Yeah.
chocolate oatmeal.
And that what?
What?
I have tied myself up.
Okay,
with
let's
it.
untie you and do some school, okay? We'll see you guys in a little bit.
What you doing there, Cuddle?
Someone get him off.
Why? Is he bothering you?
Yeah.
But he's just trying to love you.
It's a baby attack.
I'm just trying to love my brother.
So it is 10:10. We are outside because here in Maine it is gorgeous. The high today I think is supposed to be 63, which if you're from Maine, you know 63 is t-shirt weather in November.
Oh, that's shorts and jumping in the ocean weather in Maine.
So we actually know some people who jumped in the ocean the other day. So we
Not
decided
us.
to come out with the children. We are going to do school later today or do what we were going to do tomorrow. Oh, we got an upset baby, so we're going to walk while we talk. So we came out to enjoy the weather, and they are over building a boat in the woods behind me. I don't know if you can see them. I'm walking the baby in our wonderful double stroller that was given to us by Sweet Campbell's down in Florida. Josiah is playing basketball. We asked him to stop bouncing the ball while we do that video because it's really loud. So it is 10:10. I just realized that Malachi's appointment, which is supposed to be at 11:15, Malachi has a slight runny nose, and because of COVID and everything else going on, I don't know if they want us to come. So I'm waiting for a call back from the nurse because I don't want to drive over there. It takes me about 15 minutes to get over to our doctor's office, and I don't want to drive over there to answer their little questions to be told, no, I can't come in the building. So we're going to figure out. I think it's just probably teething or just residual from a cold we had a couple weeks ago. It's nothing that I'm worried people are getting sick from, but I know we're all extra cautious right now being COVID. I would warn other people too if I thought it was something that we would actually get people sick, but I understand. I also, you know, that's just what it is right now. So we are outside just enjoying the lovely weather. Here in Maine, we're under a mask mandate. So if we were to go somewhere else to take a walk, we would all have to wear masks, even if we weren't near anyone else. But we don't want to do that. So we are going to stay on our property and just enjoy today. So we're going to be out here until I go to the appointment or until we go inside to have lunch. Virginia's our lunch person, so she went through the refrigerator and found all the leftovers that we have and has figured out what we're going to do putting those together. And I have all that food you saw in the crock pots for later. So I guess that's it. We'll see you guys in a little bit when we go inside for lunch. So here's our camper that we are going to do our 44-day trip in. We're about to go over because I need to see what is in there. We have cleaned it out, but we've sent some stuff out there, and so I need to go see what's in there, and we are going to start packing it. We're not leaving on the trip for 6 weeks, 7 weeks, something like that. But there's some things I can start packing, like the next size up of diapers that I have that are going to go in storage here. So once we figure out what's in here, we'll do another video showing you what's here.
And I like going on trips.
You like going on trips? I like going on trips too. So here's the camper. What we really don't want to see is any water or any mice. Those are the two things we're worried about when we open it up because we haven't been out here for a while. So we've got a bunch of bedding stacked up. We got to figure out, Virginia has figured out what goes on what beds. What I'm really going to do today is open this up because there's a big cupboard underneath here. And that's where we're going to store the wipes and the diapers and everything and get into it every couple weeks to get our stuff out. So got to see what we have for goodies in here and everything. We got tissues. So we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so it is almost 2 o'clock. We were going to record more today and it just didn't happen. So last time I talked to you, we were waiting for a call back from the doctor's office. They decided that it was okay for us to come to our well child visit, and he probably has the slight runny nose because he's teething. He has one tooth that popped through last night and one more tooth that's about to pop through. So that will be a total of 8 teeth. From the time we got to the office till we left, Malachi screamed. Malachi is 13 months. There he is. He's growing well and everything, but mommy had to wear a mask, and he's not used to mommy in a mask at all. So from the time I put it on, he kept trying to rip it off my face. So then I had to turn him so he wasn't facing me, so he couldn't get my mask, and he had to watch all the other people with the masks on. We're also not out any place because of COVID, so he's not used to unfamiliar places, and we don't go to the doctor often, so he doesn't know them. It was just, he screamed for about an hour. So trying to convince the doctor of, his developmental milestones, and he's a sweet kid and he eats everything and he's just a happy kid, it was a little hard to tell that. We know our physician. We've known him. Virginia started seeing him when the doctor first came into practice in this area, when he was a new doctor. So it's been a long time. But it was a good visit. He's growing well. So that happened. We got home around noon. I ate lunch. The family had already eaten lunch, so I fed myself and the baby. Then we did some organizing of camper stuff. Mark and Virginia did for eventually going on our trip. I went downstairs and did food stuff. So anyone who's seen any of my food prep videos, food storage stuff, remember that your food storage needs to be rotated. And so when we go to the grocery store, we pick, let's say we're doing juice, we put the juice that we just bought in the back and bring all the other juices forward. However, we're going to be going on this trip, and we wanted to make sure food was not going to outdate while we were gone. So I've put all of the food that's going to outdate by like April of next year on a certain shelf, just so we make sure that we use that first. And if we don't use it, we take it on the trip with us. So there's like boxes of crackers and stuff that we'll just make sure go with us. I don't have a ton of food storage like some people. Some people keep years and years and years worth of food storage. That's not what we have here. But I needed to make sure that I wasn't gonna lose food just because it went bad. Just so you know, expiration dates, some foods it's okay to eat past the expiration date, but I am not a person, I can't even think of the word, someone who would be able to tell you that stuff. So you use your own discretion on what you're eating, but I want to make sure that we don't have old food. So right now Uriah is laying down in our room trying to go to a nap, and we are about to start therapy, occupational therapy, on the computer with Josiah's therapist. So we'll see in a little bit and tell you what else is going on. Expert, that's the word. As soon as the camera went off, I was like, wait, the word I was looking for is expert. I am not an expert on food storage. Hey guys, it is 2:50. We just finished therapy for Josiah, which was sitting here at the table, and we did some Legos. Josiah made this cool creation following a Lego pattern, but I couldn't find the blocks fast enough to do what we needed to for therapy because we have this big bit of blocks and I couldn't find the right ones. So we ended up stopping that, and we did the little creation of a game that I did the other day with him where he has to fill in the chart according to the colors and the shapes, and the therapist thought that was a really good idea. So I really like our therapist. She's really nice, but we do therapy together every day. So we'll see how long therapy keeps going because we're doing all the things that he needs. We are going to see the therapist on Thursday because they're looking at a new hand brace for him. If you've seen in our other videos, his hand sits like this all the time. We're working on a way to get his hand up to a more neutral position. So we have a change of plans for dinner. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm making for dinner, and I need to figure that out. I don't know. Uriah never took a nap. He woke up during therapy asking me if I would help him build a house. Naomi's on the squeaky spot. You can go. It's going to squeak. There we go. She's trying to be quiet. So Uriah woke up while we were doing therapy asking me to help him build his house, which is right here, but I couldn't help him. And so we ended up having to send him outside because he was getting loud, wanting some help. But that's what's going on in our real life day. I'm not really sure what the rest of the day is going to bring. So I'll tell you in about an hour what we decided to accomplish. This swing needs to come down.
Yep. That's my next project.
This is like 25 years old.
But it lasted 25 years. It was like I sat in that not that long ago.
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago.
But now it's all given up all at once.
Okay, Abigail, that's high enough.
It's a good thing we bought new swings recently.
We did buy new swings recently. We're not putting them up until next year though, because they're just gonna sit in the snow, because after tomorrow it's gonna get cold again.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
No
I'll
fun.
do this. Come on down. What's this here contraption there, young man?
A pretend boat we made today.
Building boats? What's that over there?
It's the pretend raft.
Okay, raft to drag around behind the boat.
Yeah, we have rope attaching them.
I'll open it.
Pretty
And
cool.
we could pretend it's a horse. Yeah, yeah.
good. I had 2 books on hold, and then all these books kind of jumped off the shelf when I was looking for one reader. I didn't find the one reader I was looking for, but these ones all came home with me.
I see.
They all were calling my name. Please get me.
It's a big bundle of one book.
I know. There were 2 books on hold.
Libraries are dangerous.
They are. That's why you don't send me. It's kind of like going to Walmart. You go in for the one thing and you come home with all the candy that kind of got in your cart somehow that
What?
you weren't even meaning to get.
I don't know.
That happened to books. You just...
It's a-
No, I can only order 5 at a time. I got these off the shelf. I went to look for a Frog and Toad book and I didn't find any Frog and Toad books. But I will
What'd you
show...
find?
So, I found some Liberty for Kids. Liberty's Kids books. That's another Liberty's Kids. Farmer Boy, which is one that I had asked for.
Yep.
Adam Raccoon, which if you've never read Adam Raccoon, these are wonderful. They're parables about Bible stories. So 2 of those. Stone Soup, which I've never read, but is one of those like classics that you're supposed to read. I'll hold them because you're going to drop them. Caps for Sale, which both the older girls remember. This one was one I asked for, The Story of the Orchestra. Talks about orchestra, people who wrote orchestra music and instruments.
Need more fingers.
And Children of the Great Depression. It's a nonfiction.
Sad to have children that are depressed.
So, yeah, they all came home with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye.
They just jumped into your hands.
Whoa! Hey, wait, come here. There's something else.
It's Liberty's Kids.
See it? Hey, wait, yeah, and I got Farmer Boy.
Thunder Boy!
Hey, Abigail, these are for you. You can show these to the kids. And hold on, this one. Go show them to those guys.
Oh, like the caps for sale.
These guys like library time.
done fixed with an arms up. Nothing moves and nothing harms us while we trust in
A bunch of gray caps, a bunch of brown caps, a bunch of blue caps, and a bunch of red caps on the very top. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight so as not to upset his caps. As he went along, he called, "Caps, caps for sale."
Hey, we've been doing supper with this guy on my back. My mom helped me cut all the stuff, so we have a big salad. You guys are fine. Grandma's reading them a book over there. So we have a big salad, lettuce, cabbage, carrots, celery on the side because it makes mommy's nose run, cranberries, sunflower seeds, cheese, cranberries. Ooh, I forgot something. Hold on. Hold on. Nope, that's not it. No, well, dill relish if somebody wanted it. I was looking for your olives.
Oh, I think there's a new one downstairs. I think I emptied that.
Okay, we're gonna get some olives to put here on top. I just made some ranch dressing with cream, mayo, and then this ranch mix. So made some ranch dressing. Mom gave us some salad dressings, Italian, French, Thousand Island. We have chicken that cooked in the crock pot today. The rest of the bones are going back in the crock pot for broth. We have oranges to go with the salad. I think I said cranberries. And then biscuits were made. They're about to come out of the oven, and they have jelly and butter to go with them. And this little guy is still sitting. So we are going to get out our plates, and we are going to make some supper for all these kids. They had a late night last night, so hopefully everyone will stay awake during supper, and we can get them to bed at a timely time. Timely time. So it's almost 9 o'clock. This little guy is still awake because, as you saw in the last one, he was sleeping on my back while we made supper. And he's really looking that direction because he wants the computer to turn back on, which was playing music behind Daddy, right? Did you want music? Ready, set, go. Oh, oh. You like music. So anyway, it is 9 o'clock. It's been a long day. It's been a good day, but you saw us make our supper. We had our supper. We ate cookies because we're trying to eat through some of our stores. I told you earlier that I went through and found stuff that's going to expire soon, so we're eating that up. And
I did not eat cookies.
No, Mark did not eat cookies. He was a good boy. The rest of us ate cookies. And we had a good chat with some friends, and we're just hopefully an encouragement to them. We spent a little time with the girls, but we haven't had a whole lot of time, and now it's time for them to go to bed. We got everyone to bed earlier than last night, because last night was a crazy day after going and checking on Mark's parents, who are both doing great, and his stepmother's doing fine also. And what else did we do today? We did a lot of stuff.
A lot of camper stuffage.
A lot of camper. Yes, they figured out how to get we had a box in a certain spot that we don't need anymore, so they moved that so we can move stuff around. So we're going to have to do a camper tour as we start getting stuff in there. Again, we're not leaving for a trip. How many days, guys? Does someone know off the top of their head?
Too many.
Too many
Not
days?
soon enough.
Like 50-ish days until we leave.
Yeah,
and so we're going to start doing some of the packing of the stuff we can do. So that is what happened today. We got some school in, but not all of our schoolwork, because today was beautiful and we played outside. And so we will get our history and science done on another day, and maybe you'll see it in a day of the life. Maybe you won't. But we are going to try to do these about once a week. Hopefully we'll even do them on our trip when we're doing other stuff, right? But we have a tired baby, so I'm going to go feed the baby, and we will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us for our day on herding little cows to the glory of God.